Hey guys, it's Mindy here, and I want to share some thoughts. So we're going to call this Mindy's Moment. So it's May 17th in Oklahoma City, year's 2020, and we're in the middle of trying to get back to something normal with the coronavirus. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what I have noticed are terms that shut down conversation. Because it seems like the more polarized we get, the more we use arguing and choosing sides as a way of determining whether we're on the right side, the wrong side, whether we're on your side or not. And I think it's detrimental to everybody to not be able to listen and hear what other people are saying and address that in a logical format that creates conversation and probably learning on both parts. So I want to share those kind of words with you because I think we're using them a lot and not realizing how much they shut down conversation. And I think it's happening kind of subconsciously, because if you're taking a stance and you think that you're right and they're wrong, what you want to do is you want to win the conversation and you want to shut down the conversation with your win. But by using certain words, I kind of think of them as like bully words. So they're a way, a bully uses their intimidation to get what they want from you. So maybe you're afraid of getting beat up, so you give them your lunch money or your juice box. But when you're in a conversation about something and somebody uses these words, it automatically says basically you have no say because you don't know what you're talking about. And we all know y'all are a bunch of crazies. And that happens on both sides. It's not, one side doing it to another solely. Both sides are doing it to each other. So the words I think that most people aren't realizing are doing that are words like conspiracy theorist, anti-vaxxer. I heard on NPR today, I heard a story and they said the words conspiracy theorist and extremist in their story. And I think those are bully words. I think they shut down conversation. So I'm going to go into this just for a second, and I'm not going to go very far into it because I know these are trigger words for a lot of people. But if somebody is saying that they are concerned about a certain vaccine and you label them an anti-vaxxer and make them wrong, then you don't get to hear what they may have heard. And maybe what they heard is wrong. And maybe what you heard is wrong. And to lump somebody into a big category like that says you are stupid and don't know what you're talking about, I think it's harmful. It says you don't have the right to think or talk about that because I know better, and now you do what I tell you to because I know better. And, there's a whole lot of nuances to that. I'll just say that most people who may be against this or that vaccine aren't anti-vaxxers. They are people who are discerning what's right for them. And oftentimes they are getting vaccines. They're just saying no to this one or that one. I mean, we know that HPV caused a lot of problems with that vaccine. We know that the swine flu vaccine given back in, the 80s, we know that they won a court case because it was causing Guillain-Barré syndrome in people. And if you got Guillain-Barré syndrome from having a vaccine for the swine flu, you are entitled to a settlement. So we know these things, and now we've removed that ability for people to get settlements And I'm not against vaccines. Vaccines are great. They can do wonderful things. I'm for research and knowledge and caution. So, I mean, we use these terms in a lot of ways. They're used against LGBT people, not, specific words that are used to say that person has no right to their opinion. We use them against minorities. We use them against women. We use them in all kinds of place settings. But what really weirds me out is when people I love and respect use these words to shut down somebody. I mean, let's talk. What happened to talking? Because if you can find a science-based report that helps me understand something better than I did, I want to hear about it. I want to know. And I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing or wanting to, but when you shut down the conversation, I don't learn. You don't learn. We just stick to our guns of what we think. As the bumper sticker says, don't believe everything you think. So, anyways, that's my Mindy's moment. I hope it encourages some civil and wonderful conversation. I would love to know if something I said wasn't true. So, tell me what you think. Are you hearing these words flashed around by different sources, different people? Are you willing to hear? Are you willing to listen? Are you willing to talk about it? Or are you just going to shut it down, bully somebody into being quiet and drinking the Kool-Aid? Or anyways, that's my moment. Love you guys. Bye.